Hey Scorpio, welcome to your first half of June reading. I would say it's not really date or time specific, but we are right now in this moment in the energy of the full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. So it's going to come through. We are having a shift of those the north node, south node axis out of Capricorn, Cancer, shifting into Sagittarius and Gemini. Very big shift. You should all feel some sort of a release, plus it's a full moon anyway. So the full moon, when it's in a lunar eclipse, is like steroids full moon energy. Big release. Okay, so that energy will definitely come through, Scorpio. Last time the reading was crazy. Not sure if the same energies will come through, but with this shift, who knows? If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do hope you'll consider joining us here. Subscribe, like the video if it speaks to you, share it broad and wide. And for those who are returning, Scorpio, I appreciate you. You do know that. I hope you know that. I really do. I love your intensity. And you know what? You're good eggs. You're good people. Once we peel back those layers and get to your depths, you're very good people. So I'm going to pull two cards from Energy Oracle, one for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine. Everything's been coming out reverse this week so far. Masculine, and you can feel free to flip the energies around. Masculine gets the Garden and the Gate in reverse, card 30. In reverse, Feminine gets All Tied Up in reverse, card 23. 2 and 3 is 5. Which is usually a message of instability or change, and that feeling all tied up. In reverse, let's see what comes through. This reading is good for Scorpio, Sun, and Rising. If by chance it doesn't speak to you, if it's not your message this time around, that's okay. You can watch the reading in this series that aligns with your rising sign if you're here as a Scorpio Sun, or you can be a cross watcher and watch the Sun and Rising readings for your divine counterpart. So, just like to let people know that. So, reversed, Garden and the Gate. If this card is reversed, it indicates the happy choice to open the door to a more spiritual pursuit. You may have been obsessed with worldly issues before, but your readiness to go deeper is now here. How scorpionic of you. Many people believe that they cannot live in a material world, make lots of money, and engage in spiritual priorities at the same time. But you now realize that that isn't true. In fact, you can bring this wonderful spiritual focus to any endeavor. And when you do, you'll find that beyond your garden, the universe is willing to fill your life with beauty and joy. Expect the unexpected, for joyous synchrony abounds. The unexpected card came out last time from Queen of the Moon Oracle. In that last Scorpio reading, I remember it distinctly. It came out. Well, here's expect the unexpected again for the masculine. Wow. I love that. That just happened with Pisces too. There was a repeating theme from the reading before. In fact, that whole reading was a piggyback on the last one. So, all tied up. Card 23. It was in reverse. Dear Feminine, this card reversed is telling you that the ties that bind are about to break loose. Yowza. A previously stuck situation is opening up and the restrictions are clearing out. This card reversed also indicates that you are ready to break free from the habits and patterns that have kept you tied up for so long. Get ready to free yourself. You have all the power and clarity at this point, so untie the binds of the patterns that have stopped you from being authentic and empowered. Now is the time to liberate yourself. I really feel this is the release from the devil energy that showed up in the last reading. Doesn't matter which side it's on. I do feel that was a strong energy that I even had trouble shaking. And I know there was transformation in the connection the last time I read. I don't know which connection I'm reading for right now, but this feels oddly connected to that. I'm just going to say. Just going to say. Doesn't have to be. But yeah, full moon is always a time of release. So definitely releasing the ties that bind the things you're doing, that you know you're doing, that you need to release. And then maximize and optimize the power of this lunar eclipse, please. Like that's being shot through a cannon of release into the next part of your timeline. Okay, one card for you, beautiful Scorpio, from Whispers of Love. These are sweet messages. I'm trying to soften the energies a bit. We've got all this stuff in retrograde. This is the gateway eclipse for eclipse season. We're in it right now. As I'm recording, 2:22 on my clock. 2:22. So we're getting very close to, I think it's direct at 3:12, or at its peak, I should say. The full moon at its peak at 3:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will probably be in the middle of the extended reading at that moment. Amazing what could come through, right? Speak the language of love, Scorpio. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. Speak the language of love. What is your love language? There are several different love languages. I need to study that a little more closely so I can speak to it better. But if you just Google love languages, you'll get to the articles that speak to that. Find your love language, Scorpio. Find your love language. I'll give you an example. For some people, their love language is touch, right? For others, it's being listened to. So just go find your love language. I think there are quizzes and things you can take online that help you determine yours, or really solid explanations of what they are. Okay, I digress. What's coming through for the Scorpios watching, please? There's that conflict again. Ace of Cups. Wow. Wow. So right off the bat, there's a lot of stuck energy here. I have this Five of Wands, and as I said, feel free to flip the energies around to, as I'm reading, I'm setting the intention that this is the energy of Divine Masculine, but it does not have to be, because it's a collective reading. And then this side would be feminine, but if you say, reading spot on, but it's reversed, fine, just flip it, not a problem. Five of Wands, this conflict energy is usually a conflict. It's something that's an externalized source of conflict. It's something you have to push against, and it can be a block in the connection. Four of Cups in the past here, also blocked energy. Four of Cups is sometimes we're not looking, we're focused on the three cups in front of us that are spilt over. We're not looking at the ace that's being offered to us. There it is. There it is. So I feel in the past, the masculine may have been looking beyond, either feeling as if they were being friend-zoned, perhaps, or friend-zoning the feminine, not really seeing the opportunity as it was being offered. Right now, Nine of Swords, more stuck energy, at least in terms of the thought process. It's very anxious. It's very... it's nervous. It's an energy of running something on a loop over and over and over again, to the point where it really kind of gets in the way of the smooth flow of your daily life. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. That's blocked. Look at him. He's seated. And he's holding on to everything for dear life here. He's got his pentacles around him. And generally, in a general reading, the pentacles, it's about, your assets. It's tangible stuff. It's your stuff. It's your money. So sometimes this Four of Pentacles gets the bad reputation of being called cheap, right? Withholding. But in a relationship reading, I find it's more about guardedness. And that center pentacle there on his lap, in most decks, it's right here in the center, and the person's got a vice grip on it. And to me, that pentacle is shielding the heart chakra, right? It's shielding your heart, your greatest asset. So I still feel I'm seeing some blocked energy here, but there's anxiety about it. Feminine is all in the energy of brand new love here, but it's going slowly. The action here is Knight of Pentacles. That's slow moving. It's deliberate. It's with intention. It's got a plan. All right. And I like that. In the past, 5 of Cups. Again, this is the energy of regrets of the past. Worry about the past. Not really worry. It's an emotional energy of regret, mistakes of the past, something that you have lost. You perceive it as a loss. And so I almost feel like this feminine worked through that and is now moving toward this brand new love being offered by spirit. And yet, moving forward, not moving forward. We have the Hanged Man. Hanged Man, that's Pisces energy. What I feel about the Hanged Man is, in this case, it may be this feminine waiting for the enlightenment, waiting for the all clear, that it's okay to move forward toward this ace, to accept it. Wow. Five of Wands here. Something's blocking. There's some block to the happiness, the wish fulfillment. This masculine's feeling very triggered, a little nervous and fearful, trying to manifest underneath. What are they trying to manifest? The clarity. This came up last time too. It may be related, doesn't have to be. So what I feel is happening here is this masculine is showing up in the energy of this conflict. Could be feeling conflicted, but sometimes it's something outside the self that is interfering and blocking a connection. It can also be that the masculine is conflicted about something, but that block, whatever that is blocking the wish fulfillment in this happy Nine of Cups. And then I go to see, well, what might be the block? It's the moon. Uncertainty. Not being able to see things clearly. Is this all just an illusion? And then you get nervous and fearful. These are our fears and our insecurities being triggered. So then I look under the deck. They're manifesting. They got all the tools to work through this. What are they looking for? What are they manifesting? Clarity. A divine gift of clarity, the insight, the wisdom, the knowledge to help them understand so that they are not conflicted. I like it. In the past, though, we have this Four of Cups. Help me see this Four of Cups for dear Scorpio. The masculine energy here, which, by the way, is not tied to gender, so please be clear about that. At least not on this channel. I feel like the Justice card here, the Four of Cups clarified by Justice. I kind of feel like this masculine has been pulled back a little bit, friend zoning of the feminine, friend zoning the feminine, maybe even a little bit of rejection in that connection, waiting for some kind of balance or fairness or justice to come in. That Justice card can be a formalized, legalized process. It could be divorce. It could be a formalized separation, you know, where there's some finality to it. And that in the act of that, some measure of balance comes in. And then the happiness. So I do feel that this masculine friend zoned this feminine while waiting for some finality, something to bring in balance and fairness. And therein comes the happiness. Great. I love it. Libra and Leo show up. We already have Pisces in the moon and Virgo and Gemini in that Magician. I just like to let you know, some people are very aware of natal chart placements. Now we're in the energy of this Nine of Swords, struggling with it. Page of Swords. Looking for some information. We're still on the hunt for clarity here. Yeah, is this going to be my happily ever after? So now that the masculine got that justice that they were seeking that could open them up to be happy, they're still conflicted on some level. They're not sure what they're really dealing with, waiting for the Ace of Swords, manifesting that, I should say. Manifesting the Ace of Swords, anxiously looking for some little sliver of information, the clarity. Is this my happily ever after? 9 of Cups up to the 10 of Cups, very powerful. Persevering, yep, that came out last time too. I'm feeling some threads of this from the last reading, but it doesn't have to be. There are some new energies present as well. But yeah, persevering, being courageous, not giving up, working to overcome the challenge here. That challenge is some conflicted energy that has not yet been resolved. And now we go forward and they're still guarded. Scorpio, Divine Masculine. It doesn't matter. If you're the feminine Scorpio and this is your masculine, they're going to be guarded. That's what I'm saying. If you're here as a Scorpio and you're in the masculine energy, what's the guardedness about? You're protecting your heart. I get it. This is connected to the last reading for sure. Wow. That toxic pull was there in the past. Repeating old patterns that are toxic that you can't kind of escape. So in that sense, it feels very much like this masculine in the future is really going to guard against it. Refocusing their attention. And yeah, little time out here. So this is what I see. I'm not saying that the devil energy makes an appearance. I think the masculine is guarding against it. That's what they're conflicted about. Is it safe? Is it safe to move about the cabin yet? I'm not sure. I'm worried about it. I'm looking for a sign. I'm persevering here. I'm manifesting this enlightenment, my aha moment, the clarity. I've already, seen some measure of justice here that lets me believe I can be happy, some fairness or balance here, but I'm still not sure. And so I'm going to hold back and watch and wait to be sure that I'm free of that energy. I'm talking like I'm the masculine here. I'm going to focus on what's right in front of me. The 8 of Pentacles, it can be working to distract yourself, but it can also be focused attention on something you need to work on. Something that requires a creative solution here. And what that's about is then going within and doing the inner search for the clarity. Shutting out all the noise. Let me think this through. It is more blocked energy though. She's also seated, right? Not moving forward. But what I like about this is that 2 of Swords is it's more enlightenment. It's about exploring, right? This is normally the indecision card. So what's that about? Well, if you're going to make a decision here, what's the meaning behind it? What's the purpose of it? And what must I do to proceed? How am I going to proceed? What's my next step? So I do feel that even though there is some stuck energy, there's clarity that you're seeking here, masculine. I see it 3 times. It's coming in. It's what you're trying to manifest here right in the present moment. You're stressing about it, looking for a sign. And then here you're going to pull back and be sure you've got the clarity before you proceed. Right? Am I dealing with something toxic, old patterns from the past, or have I been released from that? Has the balance been restored? Feminine's like, I'll take an Ace of Cups, please. Garçon. I love it. It's a beautiful energy. Divine gift of love. It's peace. The cup runneth over and never empties. That's once in a lifetime kind of love. Right? With who? There we are. Oh my gosh. Four of Cups, there's the ace, being accepted. So I think this feminine is the ace. The feminine is coming in as the ace in that Four of Cups. Letting this, oh my God, this reading. Letting this masculine know, I'm right in front of you. I'm right here. This is available to you right here, right now. What are you going to do? Hierophant. This is our beliefs, our values, our morals, what we stand for, and it's also taking a stand. It's about commitment. This is standing in your truth. See, the Pope with the fingers up, taking the pledge. Wow. Whoo! Taurian energy, Taurus energy, and that Hierophant devil energy is Capricorn. Yep, feminine's like, you got to make a choice. What do you choose? Lovers, Gemini. Wow. This is from before. Wow. Oh, Maron. Okay, that happened in Pisces yesterday too. Five of Cups in the past. Yep, there's some regrets. Y'all had it. Y'all went through it. I know it. So I kind of think in the final review here in the past, the feminine was focused on the regrets, the mistakes, the loss, whatever it was that was about the past, but was kind of quick on their feet, really reassessing realities on the ground, what they were really dealing with. How do I make this work? What are my options here? It leads me to believe that the feminine was preparing to take some form of action. Yeah. Reunion, reconciliation, forgiveness, second chances. Scorpio, here you are. Last reading, that card showed up here for one of the two of you. As you showed up in the energy of judgment and the other one showed up. Yeah, death was over here, judgment was over here, I'm pretty sure. Check me. I think this was a risk assessment for the feminine. You know, trying to weigh the risks involved and then leap of faith. That was what was motivating this feminine, leap of faith. And here we are. So beautiful. Brand new day. But now we're moving slowly. For those who are new, when I pull from under the deck, what it is it's the unconscious energy, what's bubbling up under the surface, you know, driving our behavior. But sometimes it's not even in our conscious awareness. Wow. Knight of Pentacles. Cute. So the Knight of Pentacles is clarified by Knight of Wands. Feminine saying, we're going to take this slow. We're going to have a plan because we're not going to repeat the problems of the past. When I say that, this is Sagittarian energy, which is great, and that's very adventurous. It's excited and passionate, and it moves quickly, and I love that because it's taking action on passion, and usually inspired passion. The problem with the Knight of Wands is every now and then, in its lower vibration, it's impulsive and doesn't have staying power, and therefore sometimes comes in, right, to sweep you up off your feet and then keeps going right out the back door. So it is an energy sometimes of cycling back through and repeating a pattern from the past. And I'm feeling that the feminine is saying, nope, we're going to go slow. You might want to go fast, but you're going to make sure you proceed with a plan. Right. Brand new beginning. Brand new beginning. I love this. I love this reading. And moving to calmer waters. And how are you going to do that? Temperance. Tempering these energies between the pentacles and the fire, right? The earthy groundedness of the pentacles and the fast-moving, passionate action of the wands. Let's balance these energies. Let's temper ourselves, find the right balance, the right pace so we can move to calmer waters. I love it. And then this feminine and hanged man energy is like, look, I'll wait. I will delay gratification, trying to look at the situation from new eyes, fresh perspective, and waiting for some sense of enlightenment from your higher self, from your spiritual team, from wherever you get that kind of advice. And then you'll offer a message of passion, little flirtation there, page a message. Then you'll deliver a message to the soulmate. Love it. Scorpio, honestly, this reading is so beautiful. Yes, you will move toward love when you come down off of what? That post. There it is. I love this storyline. It feels very connected to the last one. I do see some shifts, some pretty important shifts, moving this connection forward. I see some rationality now, a shift out of some of the deeper emotions. I do feel the masculine's a little more stuck than the feminine, but that's okay. You're both working through it. If this is your storyline, the link to the extended is below. I'll meet you there in just a second. Otherwise, Scorpio, please stay safe, healthy, and well, and I will see you on a future reading. Have a splendid full moon, lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.